My name is Sid. Siddhartha is a little complicated. Um, and I'll be presenting on like how digital campaigns link up with gaming. So Vinit set the context and was talking about like creatives and advertisements within gaming. And I'll discuss how there's like billions of dollars of digital campaigns running and how gaming relates to it. Uh, Quick introduction, I work as a solutions consultant for Google. I have been in the digital space for almost 12 years, working out of 4 different locations. Um, okay, thank you. Apparently, I was blocking your presentation. Um, and then, like, I've worked intensively on e-governance, helping like Fortune companies build their digital campaigns, etc. I'll also be available after the presentation in case you have any questions or if there's any informal discussion which you may want to have with me. So let's start. So essentially what happens is like when it comes to digital campaigns, there's like the branding aspect related. There are, as I said, there are billions of dollars involved. There are billions and like maybe trillions someday in the future where like digital campaigns and every Fortune company, big brand is going for like their branding options digitally. What essentially it means is like having an emotional connect with the user. Uh, when you look at a digital campaign, you essentially relate to it long term, what the brand does, how it does, there are few catch lines, and that's what all is being put digitally in a big, big way. So it essentially rolls out to the fact that the user, which is like you guys sitting here, how do you emotionally connect to one particular brand digitally? And there are like few pixels available on the internet space where that impact and that entire social presence of that brand goes across to the user. So we all know, I know like within this conference, whomsoever I've met demographically, there have all been very, very young people. Uh, but if you remember, these were the good old days where the only mega media used to be television. And evenings, entire family used to sit together, go through like the television channels. You don't have many options, not many channels. And that used to be the only way where like media is being delivered to you. If we look at today's world, what is essentially happening is that you have multi-devices, you have multiple screens, and it's beyond multitasking. Multitasking, of course, like you're on devices, like shuttling and like, juggling between devices. A step beyond that is continuous partial attention. What it means is that while your eyes are on the computer screen, your eyes are also on the mobile phone. While your eyes are on a television, your entire presence is also towards some other device, and there's a continuous partial attention happening across devices. And each device is impacting you in some way, and your brain is judging what is important, which device is important, and you immediately shift your attention to that. So that's what's happening. It's like a continuous partial attention. There's like entire range of devices available. And of course, this is going across devices, across different screens, and maybe more to come, maybe virtual screens someday. So let's look at like how you can have enhanced gaming experiences while in these digital campaigns. Thanks to Vinit for setting up the context on like advertisements within gaming. Essentially what Vinit covered, I'll just touch base a little bit in detail on that. Finding your perfect audience. When it comes to digital campaigns, you have demographic targeting. You can target by location, language, etc. And that's where, when you're targeting a digital campaign and there's a game inside, you find your perfect audience going out there. Then it comes to like engaging them at a higher level. Of course, within few pixels, you can find out like through eye tracking and things, how you can engage your audience more and deep. And then measuring beyond the obvious. You can have counters, timers, exits. People who are developers, they'll understand like these terminologies on every particular pixel, and you can track and trace what's happening in that particular digital campaign. I'll give an example. I had a leading automobile client, of course I won't name the client, and they had a digital campaign with me running across, and it was about like a game that went on like having a test drive incorporated in it. And what the overall achievement or objective of that digital campaign and game was that they'll have more users sign up for the test drive. And the game was incorporated in a way that a user goes and like test drives on their mobile and on digital screens. When the report and the metrics came out, we found that on the right side there was a small button which said price. And almost 70 to 90% of the users went to the price button and spent more time there. When eventually we presented the report and metrics to our client, the automobile client, they changed their entire emerging economies marketing strategy, and they said that anyone who walks into their showroom, their salesman talks about pricing first, and then the test drive. So those are the kind of like metrics that can like change your entire marketing strategy, or just can like wake you up as to what the real consumer psyche is towards. Especially with like emerging economies where like there's price sensitivity, there are a lot of different kind of market dynamics involved. So I pulled out few examples of like how gaming is incorporated in the digital world, and I'll show you these, and in the end I'll also take you towards a resource which is like a free open resource hosted by Google, where you can like access all these rich media, gaming creatives and other digital creatives. So let's look at one of the examples, which is of course Skyfall.
Linkage. We're under attack, and you know we need you.
Now what is happening is that when the user sees this digital campaign, there's action happening, and below that there's like play the game, play the motorcycle chase. And people click on it, and then like through Channel Connect, they use their mobile phones, they scan the QR code on their mobile, and then play the game. And this is a digital campaign. And I've seen lots of these digital campaigns. Something to share, like last couple of months, I've had so many inquiries from creative agencies and big brands where they want to incorporate games into their digital campaigns. And that's one of the ways, like where you incorporate a QR code, and then like all your devices start coming into the picture. You use your mobile phone as a game controller and get the game within the creative. Let's look at one more example.
Way off. Try the picante.
A little more to the left.
We're trying our best, sir. Maybe the round one.
You're not very good at this, are you?
Fire all four.
Are you serious?
I'm waiting.
Make it rain. Bullseye. 4 flavors, 4 shapes, new Cheetos mix-ups. Think you can make Dad eat his words? Then step up to the Cheetah Pulse and unleash cheese-flavored deliciousness. Connect your smartphone for the latest in Cheetah Pulse technology. It's the cat's pajamas.
So as we see, like couple of example, how branding campaigns and there's like convergence of gaming going inside those digital campaigns, and the entire digital space is being used for gaming and user engagement. Normally, like emerging economies, we have like young demographics watching these digital campaigns, and the metrics and engagement usage is very, very high when it comes to incorporating digital gaming into like a digital campaign. These are a couple of more examples where like you go one step ahead of like the normal gaming and QR coding, and you can activate like webcam, and a user can use the webcam, create their own avatar, and then like have a live gaming play on it, on this. Some of the resources which I wanted to share with all of you, there's richmediagallery.com. Feel free to visit that resource. It's got like lots of leading creatives, digital creatives using Rich Media. You can see all the examples I presented here into Rich Media Gallery. Also, if you have any other questions, I'm available till the end of the day. And thank you for listening to me.